Hi, this is Coach Charles Braun with Fit Health USA here in Herndon, Virginia. This week we got another question that came in. I always gain 5 or more pounds over vacation. What can I do? That's not the first time I've been asked about that. I have many clients over the years who tell me they gain 3 pounds, 4 pounds, even up to 8 and 10 pounds over the course of a vacation. And it can be quite startling. In fact, before I got really healthy myself, I remember putting on 6 and 7 pounds over the course of a week on my own vacations. So I have some bad news and some good news for you. The bad news is that when you go on vacation, if you forget everything you know about healthy eating and you eat out 3 meals a day and you end up drinking 5, 6 alcoholic drinks a day or even more, you are going to continue putting on that kind of weight. So the bad news is that you can't continue doing things the way you always have in the past and expect a different result. I had to change what I did on vacation, and you will too if you don't want to come back 6, 7 pounds overweight. There are some really effective mechanisms you can put in place to greatly reduce the weight gain and still enjoy your vacation. One is to scout out the restaurants that are going to be available in the area where you're going and see if you can find some meals at those restaurants that would be meals that you could really enjoy eating that won't be nearly as high in sodium. So sodium is a big problem when you're eating out all the time. Mom and pop restaurants tend not to make food as super salty as the national chains. And when you sit down to the meal, you can always ask them to have low sodium or low salt on that particular meal, and you can order food items that are naturally lower in sodium to begin with. So cheese is pretty much a high sodium food, so if you don't add cheese to the meal, at least a couple of the meals during the day, you won't be getting a lot more salt from that. Olives are very high in salt. You're frequently going to find olives on salads. Just 3 olives can be 10% of your sodium intake for an entire day. And if you like olives, that's not a whole lot of olives. Also, if you end up staying someplace where you can make your own meals, and now suddenly you have all this time to make really creative meals, go ahead and do that. And if you have a grill available to you, making your own grilled meals is fantastic to do while you're out on vacation. We've done that before when we were staying on the beach and we had to grill on the deck in the back, and every night we would grill out meals with fresh meats and vegetables that we got from the local grocery stores. And yes, we had our drinks. So salt is a huge thing. If you're eating out all the time, it's difficult to avoid, but things like cheese and olives are usually very high in salt. And then soups and pasta dishes are also very frequently quite high in sodium. So try to minimize those. Eat them and enjoy them, but minimize them. On the exercise side, if you drink a whole lot of water every day and you go for some runs on the beach or some walks around town, you can help move that sodium through your body a bit quicker. Now, on the drinking side, if you're gone for a week, my suggestion would be pick a couple of days where you're really going to drink a lot heavier and really enjoy those days. And then for the rest of the time, limit yourself to 1 or 2 drinks per day. This is really going to cut down a lot on the amount of weight that you gain while you're gone on vacation. So when clients have implemented these kinds of strategies, they've come back, and instead of being 5, 6, 7, 8 pounds overweight, they've come back maybe 1 or 2 pounds overweight. So as you can see, it makes a huge difference in what's going to happen to your body during that time frame. Now, another big hit when you're on vacation is late night eating or late night snacking. You say, hey, I'm on vacation, I can do whatever I want, and you can. You're on vacation, have a great time. But if every single night you're on vacation, you're sitting down with a big, huge bowl of popcorn and finishing that off with a bowl of ice cream and some chocolate, again, this is really going to help to add up on the total extra caloric load that you're taking in over the course of that week. So here are some things to keep in mind. For every light beer you drink, you need to walk or run 1 to 1.5 miles. And if you know what a burpee is, for every light beer you would drink, you need to do somewhere between 50 and 100 burpees to offset that one drink. Sounds like an awful lot of work, and it is. And this is why I recommend not drinking heavily every single day, because it's really hard to keep up with that influx of extra calories that are just completely useless to the body. A piece of cheesecake may require you to walk or run 6, 7, 8 miles. A large brownie sundae at a restaurant may also require you to run 6 or 7 miles to offset that one dessert item. So if you were having dessert with lunch, and then you're having a really big dessert with dinner, and you're having a bottle of wine at dinner, and then you're having a nice liqueur at the end of the night, you can see where you're essentially putting on about a pound a day. Now, not all of that would be pure body fat. Maybe half of that is just extra retained water from the extra salt going in through your system. But you're doing some major damage to your body on a daily basis. So pick a couple of days out of your week-long trip to just really thoroughly enjoy yourself. Eat whatever you want, drink whatever you want, but recognize that if you're going to keep that total pound count down to 1 or 2 pounds over the course of a week instead of 5, 6, 7, 8 pounds, you got to do the exercise on the other side to offset it, and you have to really watch the amount of sodium that's coming through in your food, and limit your drinks, limit your late night snacking. Okay, let me know if you have any questions or comments below. To your health. Bye-bye.